job numbers keep going up and down, and I know what you're thinking to yourself.
Orlando, why in this economy are we seeing job numbers still increase?
And I keep thinking to myself, what is the reason this is? And you know what the reason is? It's because most people have multiple jobs.
Believe me, been there, done that.
Yes, I know you're seeing that these numbers are continuing to go up and up and up, but the reason is because people are getting multiple gigs. That's right, multiple gigs. We're gonna jump into it and explain why these numbers are just a magic trick. Poof! My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. And as always, hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. Make sure you check in the description. Make sure you check in the pinned comment. I have a newsletter, yes, that will give you tremendous value. You will love it. It's free. You cannot beat that. Free. When just one job isn't enough, why are a growing number of Americans taking on multiple gigs? Now, this is something that I've been telling you guys over and over and over. Things are so high. Inflation is so high. The necessities, the cost that it takes to buy things now. An apple is $4. Yes, $4. So what do you think is going to happen when people are living paycheck to paycheck? I reported 6-7 months ago that 70% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. What do you think is going to happen to those individuals when things continue to go up, up, and up?
What does it mean, living paycheck to paycheck? It means that every day you are living under incredible stress.
And you're telling me you don't think that most people will go ahead and get a second job? Well, that is what's happening with this economy. That's what we're starting to see in the numbers. Yes, job growth is somewhat a little bit slowing. But the question is how much of that 150,000 job growth increase is individuals getting a second job? And the answer to that, a lot. The number of Americans working 2 or more jobs has reached its highest level since the pandemic start. A new federal data shows a trend that suggests more of us are feeling inflation's pinch. Now, it's amazing to me. I have said this over and over and over again, that it's amazing to me that now media is now just jumping onto this. This is something that we've spoke about multiple times and how this domino effect was going to happen. It's not brain science. It's not brain surgery. It makes sense as 1 + 1 = 2. It's not that hard, guys. Really, how are they now just saying,
Well, you know, people are now feeling the pinch of inflation. That's the reason why they're working 2 jobs.
huh? Have you been living underneath a rock? Of course that's the reason why. I mean, housing is through the roof. How do you expect people to live? Of course. Do you think that people can afford a $500,000 house on average? Do you think that wages being stagnant are going down? It's going to help individuals continue to pay for things that are going up like food and gas. Do you really think that? No, it's not going to happen. It says here, nearly 8.4 million people held jobs in October. The Labor Department reported on Friday. They represent 5.2% of the workforce, the largest share of moonlighters since January 2020. This is a thing that I've said too, guys, is that you have to understand. Times are changing.
We're in a different era.
And as we continue to go further, I'm sorry to say, guys, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Remember, if we go through a recession, you cannot say to yourself, I only want a recession in the housing market. There can't be a recession in anything else. And I'm here to tell you, that's not going to happen.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
If a recession happens, it's going to happen all the way around. If a downturn happens, it's going to happen all the way around. That means people are going to lose jobs. That means that things are going to be bad for a time period, for a cycle, and you have to get ready for that. So let's read the numbers on that. Employment statistics show that 5.9% of women worked multiple jobs in October, compared with 4.7% of men. Roughly 5 million Americans held a 1 full-time and 1 part-time job. Nearly 2 million held 2 part-time gigs. Another 1.1 million said that they held jobs where hours varied. Fewer than 400,000 held 2 full-time jobs. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that nuts? It blows my mind that this is where we are. Now, listen, you're not gonna like this take, but a lot of you had the opportunity to save and not put yourself in this predicament where you would have an emergency savings account that I'm always preaching that you should have. A lot of you had an opportunity to save and you did it, and you went to Cancun. You went to Cancun instead. You decided that I'm gonna eat steak and potatoes every day. That's what a lot of you did. Don't shoot the messenger. It's in the data. And then it continues on to say, Renner, which is a data analyst, notes that a number of people that's working one full-time and one part-time job stands at an all-time high. The number of workers with 2 full-time jobs reached a historical peak in September. Do you guys not see the writing on the wall? On a historical peak. It's getting worse. It's getting tougher and tougher to make ends meet, guys. And I've been saying this. This is the reason why I am such a big advocate of making sure that you have an emergency savings account. This is the reason why you should have an account for emergencies, because you don't know what's going to happen in the future. We see people being hired right now, and it feels like there's jobs everywhere, and you can do these remote jobs. You can do these gig economy jobs. It just seems like there's quote unquote opportunities and money everywhere until there's not. And then when the music stops, are you going to have a chair to sit in? Are you playing musical chairs right now and you think that you're guaranteed a seat? Because that's what I'm hearing from a lot of people. A lot of people are telling me,
Orlando, I'm not worried because I'm almost 100% sure.
These are actual words from clients. These are actual words from people who email me and say, Orlando, I am almost 100% I will have a job.
This job I've been working for, I have 20 years with them. I have seniority, and there's no way that they're gonna let go of me. If they let go of me, I would be devastated.
And I say to these people, do not trust these corporations. You think it's gonna pay off to be loyal to them, where at the end of the day, they will cut you without even thinking.
You're fired.
They won't even have a replacement for you yet, and they will cut you. And then we have here, remote workers are more likely to take a second job. The pandemic triggered an explosion of remote work. The freedom and flexibility it offers have inspired some employees to take on second jobs, sometimes in secret. More jobs allowing telecommuting now make it easier to take on 2 jobs, even 2 full-time jobs. Workers save time by not dealing with commute and may have more freedom to set schedule, leading to increased productivity. Someone tell me in the comments the irony of this. You're telling me that you go and you get a remote job just to commute to your second job? Make that make sense to me. Let's say that one more time for the people in the back. You got a remote job just so you can commute on your second job?
That's true.
This seems to be a really big thing. Like the data analyst said, it's sometimes in secret. Now, when it comes to the money portion of it, I get it. You need more money and most people are getting second jobs. But this should show you that there's a red flag. 100%. Let's wave it, guys. Red flag right here. This data here showing you that people are not only taking on remote jobs, but they're also commuting to their second job. That should be a red flag to show you that this economy is not going in the direction that you think it is. This economy is not going in the favor of housing prices continue to go up. A lot of you guys are following these guys and thinking that the housing market is going to still go up 20, 30% like it did 2 years ago. You guys are thinking, I'm not going to have an issue with property taxes. I'm not going to have an issue with my insurance. There's no way these apples can go up even more. And I'm here to tell you, we have a lot further to go. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. Look at the data. Look at the information that I'm putting right in front of you. These should be red flags. Red flags telling you, bunker down, sit on the sidelines with a purpose, guys. And as always, I hope you got value out of this content. These red flags, guys, these videos, read in between the lines. It's going to help you. It's going to help you. I promise you it will. But you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. It will help you understand what's going on in this crazy housing market, financial news, get into your first rental property, and the information I give to you, it will be gold. See you in the next one, guys. Thanks.